Hello Cancer, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 20th of January until the 27th of January 2025. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Nine of Wands. You are so close to completing a particular project or task, but at the last minute, you are faced with yet another challenge or setback. Know that you have the inner resources necessary to overcome any difficulty you encounter, even though it may seem impossible at the time. You are so close to finally achieving success, do not give up now. The Nine of Wands is a sign of hope and encouragement that if you stand firm and strong against your challenges, you will achieve your goal. The challenges before you now are only the last bit of darkness before the break of a wonderful dawn. The Nine of Wands is like the one last test or challenge before you can reach ultimate success. You feel as if you have come to the end of your fighting powers, but you have the skill and determination in reserve. You are in a position of strength, and by drawing upon all of your courage and abilities, you will prevail. Once the last obstacle is overcome, you are home free. The Nine of Wands encourages you to be resilient. You will continue to be opposed by hidden enemies, and your interests will be questioned. Even in the face of such adversity, when you are feeling battered and bruised, you need to be patient and vigilant. Be assured that you will eventually prosper if you maintain your position. And remember, if you do not succeed at first, then try again. You may have experienced setbacks that now leave you feeling distrustful of others or even yourself. The turning point will come when you are able to leave the past behind you and to cultivate a more open mind about the future. While you have experienced losses in the past, it does not mean that you have to experience further losses in the future. Turn a new leaf and push on. Sometimes, the Nine of Wands encourages a risk-averse approach. You need to expect the worst and therefore take extra precautions to avoid any negative consequences to your plans. You need to be on guard and wary of any potential obstacles or opponents who may stand in your way. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Ace of Pentacles. What you want most right now is new opportunities that come your way to generate a new source of income. You may be lucky enough to receive a financial gift or windfall. On a broader level, this ace indicates abundance in all areas of your life and a general feeling that you are indeed blessed and deserving of everything that comes your way. Operate by the law of attraction, and send out positive energy into the universe so that you may receive abundance in return. The Ace of Pentacles is about manifestation of your goals, and that you are moving into a more positive state of mind about what you are capable of achieving. Your ideas are ready to be turned into something tangible. Figure out what will work and make it a reality. Thus, the Ace of Pentacles sees you starting to map out how exactly you will achieve your goals, by creating targeted action plans and getting those actions underway. There are opportunities that are becoming available to you that will help you to manifest your goals and realize your inner potential, whilst at the same time generate some level of income and financial support. You are beginning to see that the world is indeed your oyster, and that through careful planning, you can manifest your true goals and desires. The Ace of Pentacles can suggest that you need to introduce something new into the equation. Rather than let things remain as they are, and hope they work themselves out, the Ace of Pentacles suggests you throw something new into the mix. Consider something that is out of character or something you might not ordinarily do, or get around to doing. For instance, you might consider joining a club, taking a class to learn new skills, or maybe even picking up a couple of books to learn how to build a new business. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Ten of Swords. You are afraid of painful ending in some areas of your life. There will be a forceful re-evaluation or elimination of your previous attitudes about life, your views about yourself and what is important, and possibly your plans for the future. Despite the initial trauma and torment associated with this change, the imposed re-evaluation can be a very positive thing. It is important to understand that while the means of your demise may not seem reasonable or fair, your previous thoughts and attitudes really need to change in order for you to reach a better place in your life. Rather than dwelling on the painful ending, it is important to look ahead and realize how these events free you up to completely reshape your life and choose a new direction for yourself. The Ten of Swords may also indicate that you are resisting an inevitable ending, because you are deeply worried about how much it is going to hurt you. However, what you are doing is delaying the inevitable and possibly making it even worse for yourself because you keep trying to put off something that needs to happen anyway for your own personal transformation. For example, a relationship may have come to an end, but you are still intimate with your ex because you cannot bear to let go. This is only drawing out the pain much longer, and it is best to completely let go at this stage. Sometimes, the Ten of Swords may reflect fear of ruin, even if that ruin has not yet occurred. You are always be thinking of the worst-case scenario and planning for the worst, even if it does not happen. This is only creating unnecessary fear and anxiety for you, and it is important that you return to the energy of the Nine of Swords and run a reality check as to whether things are as bad as they seem. The Ten of Swords represents an old situation that ended very badly. You are still carrying around wounds from that situation, but you have buried them so deeply that you do not realize they are still present in your life and still hurting you. This old pain needs to be brought up and dealt with once and for all, so you can liberate yourself from these deeply inflicted wounds. It may be difficult to experience the pain again, but at least you are releasing yourself of this pain and allowing it to pass from your life. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Seven of Cups. Although dreaming is beautiful and provides inspiration for action, you must at some point begin to build those castles in your real life. A choice must be made even though the apparent multiplicity of options seems to paralyze you with either fear or excessive anticipation. If you are unable to make a decision because of too many options, it is time to carefully evaluate the pros and cons of each option and make a thoughtful choice. You also need to be very clear about what it is you are working towards so that you can make the best choice. Make your decision with caution, as all is not what it seems to be. Great opportunities may turn out to be major problems later on, while less enticing options may turn out to be golden opportunities. With the Seven of Cups, there is a risk of illusion. You need to separate what is real from what is illusion. Protect yourself against unclear or wishful thinking and habitual daydreaming. Oftentimes, this card shows choices and plans that have little or no basis in reality. With so many choices presented to you, it is easy to be swayed to that cup containing the snake of jealousy and cunning. Since this card is from the Suit of Cups, the temptation is likely to be sexual or emotional in nature, the one-night stand, the extramarital affair, and all those other things that seem innocent and pleasurable at the time they are undertaken. But in the vast majority of cases, the pleasure gained temporarily is far outweighed by the consequences that last, in most cases, for an entire lifetime. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Five of Swords. You are afraid of the outcome of the conflict in your life. You really just want this period of fighting to be over, so that you can forgive and forget, and then focus your energies on more constructive activities such as restoring your relationship back to normal. The conflict is becoming upsetting now, and you realize that there can only be losers in this battle. You now just want to put this behind you and move on. There is a conflict in your life that you have tried to walk away from but which continues to follow you. For example, there may still be an ex in your life who is making things difficult and who may be preventing you from moving on to new relationships. So long as there is conflict, tension, and raw emotion at play, avoid this person or situation. There is an old wound that has been reopened and you are experiencing fear and tension associated with that memory. You may be particularly worried that history might repeat itself or that you could be hurt again. Aim to forgive and forget so that you can indeed move on. There may also be some residual resentment following a recent or past argument with someone close to you. You have had some very challenging and heated conversations together and you still harbor some negative emotion from these discussions. This may still be unresolved and unaddressed, and this in itself is impacting your ability to create a harmonious relationship. At times, it may be appropriate to disregard the opinions of others. Sometimes you just cannot please everyone, and unfortunately, there may be some friendships lost along the way. Sadly, not everyone is going to be as accommodating of your desire to pursue your own goals, particularly if it impacts on them and their ability to live their life the way they want to. What you will have to accept is that you cannot please everyone, and there are going to be people who are annoyed that you cannot be there for them as much as in the past. They will just need to deal with this and get over it. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the King of Pentacles. There would be a male significant figure in your life, most likely from Earth signs, who is business-oriented and highly enterprising. He becomes thoroughly engaged in any activity that provides the ability to generate more wealth or more business. He is able to make any venture successful and can find a business opportunity almost anywhere. He can take an idea and make it work financially. He is a natural-born manager and business person. There would be a final fulfillment of a creative task, business venture, or investment in your life. Through diligence, responsibility, and attention to detail, you have achieved great things and can finally say that you have completed your task or attained your goal. You can now enjoy all that you have accomplished and the successes you have created. You have created a richness of life, not just financially but also spiritually, which will set you up very well for the future. Whenever you need the skills to manage your day-to-day affairs competently and efficiently, you can call upon the King of Pentacles. Work hard, methodically, and conscientiously. Give generously of your time and resources, because by giving you often receive more, and making more money is something that all Kings of Pentacles love to do. The King of Pentacles indicates that a methodical, planned, and well thought-out approach will lead you to success. Many consider the King of Pentacles to be dull and unimaginative, but this is a likely consequence of his preference to do things in the most tried and tested way. You have experimented in the past with what works best and have landed on your own methods and practices that you know will continue to work for you in the future. So, you continue down this path rather than trying new ways of doing things. You know that you have reached the height of achievement and you do not need to take any more risks. The King of Pentacles also calls on you to be pragmatic and to stay informed on practical matters. You need to get down to the basics and use your problem-solving ability to get to a solution. You also need to be able to leverage your various skills and resources in order to create success. This king can also play the political game well, interacting comfortably with everyone, no matter what his or her status. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Goblin. When the Goblin appears on your path, your plans are, or are about to go, awry. The Goblin wants to lead you astray and whispers the negative spell of fear, anger, resentment, self-righteousness, arrogance, selfishness, greed, gluttony, procrastination, and addiction. When the goblin appears, it's time to stop what you're doing and check your motives. Are you coming from an ego-centered place? Are the circumstances in your life triggering unresolved past issues that still need healing? Now is the time for self-evaluation and taking inventory before you take another step. The goblin represents the wounded ego and its influence. Dark, repressed areas of the psyche get triggered either in you or warning you of a dynamic between you and someone else. Do nothing. Stay still, send loving energies to yourself and others, and remember the divine connection in all things. The goblin will disappear and lose power when you focus on love and fairness.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.